welcome to another puzzle solving episode, and in today's video I'm gonna show you 5 puzzles that even Stockfish can solve. We'll start with an easy one, which you probably saw somewhere online. Here I have an open rook on a file, and this bishop protects a pawn. And here, after simple b takes a7, which is quite obvious, after bishop f4, something like rook b1, king a7, rook b7, king a6, that's a theoretical draw. So in the starting position, we really want to get rid of this pawn with b7, so that we can basically go b7 checkmate. And here, I gave you a hint. Now all you need is to find the move which will remove this defender, and the move is rook a6. And I would say, of course, it's a brilliant move, because you put your rook under attack. This pawn can take it, and if bishop now goes, basically this pawn can't move right now because of the pin. Basically, black have only 2 pieces that can move, this pawn and this bishop. If bishop moves somewhere, rook a7 is a checkmate, and if b takes a6, b7 is a checkmate. Let's get to the second position, and this one is very, very complicated. It's a chess study composed by some random guys, and it actually has a mind-blowing solution. So you can try, pause the video, solve the problem, but it took me a while. I don't think I could solve it myself, people helped me actually. So queen c8. The first move. So now basically what is being threatened is bishop e7 and queen a8 checkmate. Unfortunately for black, let's say they're trying to trade queens, queen a6 takes, and now after g takes h7, black are lost. So after queen c8, black play king g8, so bishop e7 check is no longer possible. But here I think that's absolutely crazy, insane move, which doesn't even come to mind when you see the position. And this move is mind-blowing, bishop c7. When I say Stockfish can solve it, you can try put this position, the starting position, to Stockfish. It will show you literally like zeros. It will give you the solution after some time, but still at the starting position it won't show anything unless you give some time to Stockfish. And that's insane bishop c7 move. And the idea basically, if now knight takes, g takes f7, and we're taking the queen and winning the game. And of course, the main question is what happened after queen c8. It looks like why just blunder the queen, but that's not it. G takes f7, so king f8, actually bishop d6 checkmate, king h8. And now again bishop f5, and it turns out that whatever check black tried, queen c6, queen d8, basically king a6 or king f5, this will be a checkmate. So here black tried queen c5, they're trying to take this bishop, and now of course if king a6, queen f5, take, and then basically king g7, king f8, and black win the game. So white go bishop b2. And now the point is that basically, let's say queen b4 trying to attack, now king e6, this and this is a checkmate. So actually black are not able to take this bishop on b2. Knight c7 is played, and now the point is, this king can't move. Look, e6 square is blocked by this knight, this is blocked by queen, this all blocked by queen as well, and this is blocked, and as of now, this king on f6 can move. But unfortunately, black can't move this pawn, they can't really move this knight, the only piece they can move, and they basically have to go back and forth to make sure that this queen is protecting the fifth rank. And now they gotta go a4, bishop b2, this, and now they just ran out of moves. That's literally insane. Bishop a1, knight d5, king e6, knight c3, takes, and f8 checkmate. I bet that you haven't seen something like this in a while. So let's get to the next puzzle. This one is kind of, not very difficult one. Black are up 2 pawns, and it actually looks like, alright, black's probably gonna easily win. But it's white's to move, and they have, a safe move. So here the point is, look at this a1 square. As we all know, if basically this bishop is opposite to this square, you know, if let's say we remove both of those pawns, it's a draw. So of course the whole idea for white pieces here is to get rid of those two pawns, and they start by playing absolutely insane c4. The idea is we're attacking this, we're attacking the king. If king c4, knight d6, something like king b4, knight d5, it is a draw, because basically opposite colored bishop, and I mean black just don't have any progress. But the solution is actually insane, because actually c takes b5, d5, knight d7, trying to take, right? d4, trying to keep both pawns on the board. Knight f5, bishop e4, knight d4, king d4, and now the point is, guys, look, this bishop is actually restricting this king. Look, king tries to go this way, but king c3, and it looks like this pawn is gonna be promoted, but this b5 pawn is actually coming faster. a4, b7, and of course a3, b8, you don't want to allow this to happen. Bishop b7, king b1, and now king gets to the safety zone and game ends in a draw. It's probably one of the most insane ones is this. I mean, you probably haven't seen anything like that before. So e6, king a8. So just for your information, white are going this side, black are going this way, and that's where it's getting complicated. Rook e1, knight e1. Look, guys, this position is impossible to solve. Let's put it this way. I don't know who could solve it, but it's just some insane study which probably won't be solved by any of you, not me, not even Magnus, unless he would see it. And I mean, of course he saw this position before, but that puzzle is impossible to solve. That's what I'm telling y'all. b6, king a8, rook e1, knight e1. I'll just show you the solution. Just enjoy what happens on the board. g7, h1, g8, bishop b8, a7, knight c6. Don't ask why. So basically the idea is now queen b8 as a checkmate, right, and queen h2 gotta come up somewhere. This, queen h5 actually comes with check, queen h2, you know, protecting, but unfortunately, you know, it looks like takes, and it's actually will be winning. Queen h5. And now the next move is something that blows everyone's mind, and unless you have seen this position before, you know, this will actually blow your mind. Queen g5 on the board. In the following position, black have extra queen, knight, and bishop, and they're still lost. Stockfish shows checkmate in 52 moves. That's just insane. Bishop a7, c7, c8 promotion is being threatened, b7 checkmate is being threatened, and black have nothing to do but resign. And let's wrap it up, but by the following position, the position you see on your thumbnail, that's knight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pawns, and black have 7 pawns as well, but it's getting very tricky, because let's say white tried to sacrifice this position, is actually draw again, because unfortunately you're looking at this, everything is kind of locked up, and there is no way to progress king anywhere here. And even if this pawn gets to this c7 or anything closer, it's still a draw. So here it's actually an insane plan. Stockfish still, you know, I'm looking at Stockfish evaluation, still shows draw. But here white have winning plan. So they play king b2, king d7, knight c1. So basically what knight does, it is getting first to a4 square, attacking c5 pawn. So king c6, and now what they're doing here is basically this king is tied to protect me, because if this pawn is giving up, I mean, black are cooked, because white will eventually take on b2, take some, you know, advantage through zugzwang, and of course will take some of the pawns as well. So king d6, knight b6, king e6, knight d5, king f7, and now brilliant knight c7. And Stockfish still doesn't see the winning idea, even though now you will see what happens. king e7, knight b5, king d7, knight a3, king d6, knight c2, and still Stockfish shows 0. Knight e1, king f6, king c2, thus king d2, king gets to h3, and now this happens. So first knight had to go to a4 to basically get all the way around to h4. That's absolutely mind-blowing. 3 takes h4, king f6, and it looks like black are actually in control of g5 square, and you know, if this happens, it is actually a draw, right? But unfortunately, in the following position, white have g5, and they're winning the game because they're taking on g5, they will advance pawn to h7, take on e5, take on f4, and then promote either f3 pawn or e4 pawn and will win the game. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know if you were able to solve some of them, if you saw them before. I'll see you in the next one. Let me know what you want to see next. Bye bye.